And joining me now is Small Business Administration's Hawaii District Director, Jane Sawyer. Jane, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for the invitation. It's been a busy week.
I know a lot of small businesses here in Hawaii are really interested in applying for this. Can you just give us a breakdown on what you're hearing on your side?
Well, today was the day that we launched the long-awaited, for a couple of weeks, this new Paycheck protection plan loan. And it's been going great guns. It is a very, very important program because it's designed to help sustain small businesses and to bring employees back to work, to keep them on the payroll so that we will be able to respond quicker when we get through this pandemic and get back to recovering Hawaii's economy.
Yeah, and Jane, you know, I've talked to several business owners who had a little bit of initial confusion about this actual process. I guess one of the big questions from one of the owners that I heard is that, are they eligible for other programs if they apply for this program? They're worried that they may be blocked out of certain other aid programs that are out there.
Well, it depends on the benefits that they claim, but they are designed to work together in so many ways, particularly the programs that are helping small businesses. So the first program that was launched was called the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, and that followed the model of a more typical SBA disaster loan for small businesses. And those applications went up. There was a tremendous response. We had trouble getting all the loans in. Those loans are still available to small businesses who have suffered an economic downturn or loss in revenue and had to let their employees go, perhaps, trying to keep the business open. They can still apply for those loans. Those loans would go up to $2 million. The loan applications are available to a wide range of small businesses, and so people can still find them by going to www.sba.gov. And again, those have a fixed term, low interest, and they can be paid over 30 years. So that's one program. There is an economic injury advance that they can apply for. That would be $10,000 quick cash for businesses. Again, it's a 2-page application online, a little bit about your eligibility. Anybody, a small business, a nonprofit, under 500 employees, can go ahead online and submit this application. As you scroll down the application, toward the bottom, there said, I want an economic injury advance. You click that, and the $10,000 advanced loan would come to you, and it could be totally forgiven.
That's a great idea there. Now, what about if I had several businesses? I know there's a lot of Hawaii entrepreneurs that have different ventures. Am I allowed to apply for different loans or the same loan for each of my different businesses if they all qualify?
I think that one is probably, it depends which loan you want to apply for, and I think it is one that you may need to check out. For example, we do have a rule of affiliation that does apply under normal circumstances, but that has been waived for the hotel and food service industry. So say you're a small business with under 500 total employees, have several different locations. They're affiliated because you own, operate, manage all of them. You control all of those businesses. So there's considered an affiliation. You still need to have under 500 employees unless you are a NAICS code 72, which is the hotel and food service industry. So that is waived for those small businesses. So you could, if you're bigger, you have several different locations. If you're food service, restaurant, small hotel, lodging, you could go ahead and apply for each location if you have, say, a separate EIN or TIN for those locations.
Okay, good. That's helpful. I know, but there's also some concern that I saw from maybe smaller ones, you know, that don't have these larger affiliations to fall back on, and they're worried about being shut out, right? Is there enough money for everyone? And then is it based on priority, and who decides all of this in the end?
I think a lot of the congressional intent was really to make sure that we could help a lot of the smaller businesses who don't have the staying power or the reserves. So it is a first come, first serve. It is a limited bucket of money. So I recommend everybody go in and get your application in as soon as possible. One of the things that's really good about these programs too is there's no cost to apply, no obligation to accept the loan once you are approved or you get notified that they're making you an offer of a loan. And you have a 6-month period where you could ask for reconsideration of the terms of the loan, ask for more funds because maybe this is stretched out longer. This is under the EIDL program, and get that advance. So it's worth getting your name in there, getting in the queue. There is a fixed but huge bucket of money. We are looking at, 30 million small businesses across the country. So there's a tremendous need, but we know small businesses are hurting. Typically, if we should run out of lending authority under normal circumstances, we would appeal to Congress to fund additional money. But I still would recommend the best thing to do is get that application in. And they could go again to www.sba.gov. Banner will come up with disaster assistance, and they can select the programs that they're interested in. They could go under the EIDL program, but that does not preclude them from applying under the PPP loan either.
Mm-hmm. And one final question for you, Jane. The big question that everyone's on everyone's mind, how soon can they see the money? They apply today, it goes through the deliberation, the vetting. How soon can the money be available?
The money should be turning around pretty quickly. I think they've made a commitment to say from the time your loan is approved, that's a key factor, that you should get it in 3 to 5 days. I kind of have to say, let's reference that a little bit with we're working as quickly as we can. We want to get the money out there, but there's so many loans. I think we've never had to look at these many applications and this much need, that there's so much that we need to respond to. For example, the PPP loan opened just this morning, Eastern Standard Time. By 1 o'clock, they had almost 4,000 applications and have approved or funded, looked at $1.4 billion.
Wow,
So
okay.
and this is day one. The PPP loans are a little bit different than the ones we were talking about. These are the ones that will have some forgiveness in it. So that may be another conversation we need to have, but it's a very popular loan as well and a little bit different. Again, www.sba.gov for more information. And even that one you apply through your local bank. So if someone's listening today and they need some information, call your bank because they should be able to help you with the application form and all of that information.
Mm-hmm. And the PPP, that doesn't go through the bank, that's through SBA, or you can work with your bank to do it.
It goes to the bank, and it has 100% guarantee by the SBA for the bank. So the bank processes the application, sends it to SBA. Those loans, they have some different terms, and they also have the ability to wipe out a portion of the loan because it's designed to replace payroll, help you keep your employees on the payroll. If you furloughed them, bring them back and get the doors of your business open and keep Hawaii working.
Yeah, so important for all of us here. Thank you so much, Jane, for joining us today. Appreciate your insight and good luck to you as you handle all of this going forward.
Yeah, well, we're here to help. Staff is working remotely. We're paying attention to those guidelines and rules as well because we want to get through this, and we will get through this all together.
Wonderful. That Jane Sawyer there, Small Business Administration District Director for Hawaii. Thanks so much.